Late last week, Attorney General Bill Barr took a much-needed step towards ensuring 100% positive control over all investigations that could end up being political hits disguised as a legitimate law enforcement activity. Attorney General William Barr issued new restrictions on Wednesday over the opening of politically sensitive investigations, an effort meant to avoid upending the presidential election as the FBI inadvertently did in 2016 when its campaign inquiries shaped the outcome of the race. The order by Mr. Barr, announced in a memo reviewed by The New York Times, comes after a scathing report by the Inspector General that showed how FBI agents did not follow protocols and falsified information in their bid to investigate Carter Page, a former Trump campaign associate. In the memo, Mr. Barr established a series of requirements governing whether investigators could open preliminary or full, politically sensitive, criminal and counterintelligence investigations into candidates or their donors. No investigation into a presidential or vice presidential candidate, or their senior campaign staff or advisors, can begin without written notification to the Justice Department and the written approval of Mr. Barr. The FBI must also notify and consult with the relevant leaders at the department, like the heads of the Criminal Division, the National Security Division or a United States Attorney's Office, before investigating Senate or House candidates or their campaigns, or opening an inquiry related to illegal contributions, donations or expenditures by foreign nationals to a presidential or congressional campaign. While a lot of folks on the left are rubbing poo in their hair in rage because the fangs have just been drawn and claws clipped of the investigative beast and forestalled anymore insurance policies, this is very good and very practical direction for a federal department that has become something of a Democrat fiefdom. By requiring a personal sign-off on candidates, their senior staff, or major donors, Barr has made it impossible for Department of Justice and to tip the scales of elections. While we all are familiar with the illegal rampage by the FBI in 2016, we shouldn't forget the 2008 election where the FBI and a U.S. Attorney's Office were actively involved in kneecapping Alaska Senator Ted Stevens just 3 months prior to the election by way of a totally made-up federal corruption indictment. By putting senior staff and major donors off limits, without personal sign-off by the Attorney General, he has closed down another avenue used to dirty up candidates. This new policy is a win for the rule of law and a victory over unelected bureaucrats who use their power to investigate and indict to prevent elections and to punish candidates they oppose.